No, the tables are turning in Congress, and now the FBI is about to face interrogation. The House Select Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government will tomorrow hold its first hearing about how the Justice Department has been politicized to attack civil liberties. About time. Chairman Jim Jordan says House Republicans plan to hold the government accountable and ensure equal treatment under the law. Will that actually happen, or will the Biden DOJ stonewall as usual? Joining me tonight, Kentucky Republican Congressman and member of the subcommittee holding the hearings, Thomas Massie is back. It's time to get sassy with Massie. All right, Congressman, so what is your first order of business? Is it to really take on the FBI? Is that the seat of most of our problems in terms of civil liberty violation?
Well, they definitely need redone from the inside out. But the hearing tomorrow is going to be interesting. Number one, because you're going to see two groups, one on the majority and one on the minority, who haven't worked together as a committee before. It's a select committee. So there'll be some of us from the Judiciary Committee, but there'll be folks there from Intel as well. So I'm interested to see how well we work as a team. I'm also interested to see what posture the Democrats take. Are they going to try to just be apologists for government spying for the next 2 years? Or are they going to be as concerned as we are? Unfortunately, I think it might be the former. Now, the witnesses tomorrow, the first panel will be two senators, Senator Ron Johnson and Chuck Grassley. Tulsi Gabbard is a Democrat. She's a former representative. She's actually a Republican witness here. And then the Democrats are sending in Jamie Raskin. So I'm interested to hear from the two senators because they've been in touch with as many whistleblowers as we have on the House side, what they have to say.
Will we hear from some of those whistleblowers?
So that'll be the second panel. The second panel will have two former FBI employees. Now, I don't know if you would call them whistleblowers, but they certainly have some views on what needs to be changed at the FBI based on their career of service at the FBI. One of them has been highly critical of the centralization of the FBI that occurred since 9/11 under Mueller when he was the director. You know, they pulled everything in and started conducting investigations from the central office instead of what they used to do, which was to generate these things from the field offices. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. The Democrats will also have scholar and author Jonathan Turley as a witness who's been highly critical of the FBI. And the Democrats' witness is actually a lobbyist, as far as I can tell, that was responsible for helping get Loretta Lynch nominated. So we'll see how their witness does.
All right, so how has Christopher Wray done as FBI director? Has he cleaned anything up? It seems that the FBI is in the news for the wrong reasons more and more in the last 5 years.
Well, I don't think he's cleaned enough up. Some of the things we know specifically that have happened under his watch that haven't been fixed are abuses of the FISA system. The 702, where they collect information ostensibly on foreigners, but then they go in there and look for information on Americans without a warrant. And then they also issue warrants, FISA warrants. We found before Christopher Wray, and I'm afraid since Christopher Wray's been there, that they haven't been, the OIG, the Inspector General, has found many errors, where they've violated their own protocols for querying those databases or getting those FISA warrants. So there needs to be work there as well. I'm worried, Kennedy, not just because they've targeted like politicians. I'm more worried about the people across the United States.
Yes, innocent Americans who are targeted warrantlessly still, in light of everything we've learned since 2014. But while I have you here, I want to ask you quickly, you were at the State of the Union last night, and you were right next to George Santos when you reportedly had a little spat with Senator Mitt Romney. So what happened? What'd they say?
I was privy to every word that was said. Mitt Romney was really rude. He was a guest in our chamber, and he chewed out one of our members right there on the floor. I don't know what I can tell you beyond that, other than it was inappropriate what Mitt Romney said to a member of the House.
Did he use some foul language? You can tell us. It's okay.
I thought, regardless of the language he used, I thought his attitude was more foul than anything.
Yeah, well, he is a fancy lad, And, maybe he's looking down on Congressman Santos. I know he doesn't want him to be a congressman, but the people spoke. Democrats did not do good opposition research, and those lies are very entertaining. I don't condone them, but I do consume them. Congressman Massie, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Kennedy.
Always.